Welcome back to part 2, guys. Let me go ahead and get this started. Euphoria barely taking out Turban right there. Almost. And we're seeing a 31-30 dicE lead by 1 kill. So what that tells us that Cape goes in, Turban taking out both Rednaz and Cape. So we're seeing that the game is still relatively tight. Everyone's still playing really safe. They know that any mistake that they make, as Sk8 gets picked off by Turban with the long bounce. Any mistake right now could capitulate and end up being the game decider in the future. So right now, the mid game. So right now is my opinion. What's going to set the dinner table for everyone to eat later on. So because it depends on who gets to 9, who gets to 8, who gets to 7, who they focus fire. But right now, anyone who's at 6, that's definitely an indicator for your squad mates to tell you. Get him to 8, get him to 8, treat that guy like he was at 9, and get him to 8. And that's kind of what goes through my mind when I see someone at 6 deaths versus like his rest of the squad at 3 or 4. So just kind of tips for people squads to get better and get that mindset. Euphoria out of position. I don't know about this. He needs to come back, maybe go down, go under, get around, regroup with his teammates on the right side. Cape, Sk8, Paradise. So you see with the resolution here that you see a distinctive side and you see where everyone is at whatnot, and so you guys can kind of catch the action that I missed, because the 1920s, you're seeing everything here. Euphoria dicE looks very timid at this point, but I know this is an important game for everybody. Both teams have solid players. Both teams are great. You got TWL quality players like Sk8, Kate. Euphoria is coming up. Paradise is a solid addition, and who's playing on this map, of what I can see for right now. So, and then you guys got like Turban, Ease, and I expect Flood, and the game. So Ease takes out Paradise, and everything's unfolding. Turban snipes Cape as he's coming down the ledge. Euphoria replacing where Cape was, and Sk8 wisely dodges. So right now, this is not a good situation. 5-on-2. Euphoria splits up top, so someone's going to die, but better than both. Sk8 being brave, very aggressive, a great play actually, but it takes out Flood, and Euphoria trying to make a run for it, but no avail. He dies too. Cape scouting the situation, Paradise falling behind, and Turban leading the way. You can tell by that, because for those who don't know, you see the gold crown by a player's name. That means he ultimately has the most kills, which usually means he has the most points. So he is the leader at the point, that kind of like gunning for. Titus barely takes out Turban. Cape and Rednaz trade lives. Euphoria, Sk8, and the rest of dicE kind of are grouping up top. Hurricane expected to play well. He's not as doing as well. Maybe he got off to a bad start. He hasn't been jading that much, so that could attribute why. And so Turban backing up, slowly almost picks off Hurricane, but he knows that he's coming around. He knows Turban's out of energy, but Rednaz and Flood are both there. So right. Oh wow, 110 players now in the game. So this JD match has come to 110 players. Maybe more people stay because they're on camera, but I don't know. So, but the more the better, and that's kind of what we want with Trench Wars. It's kind of raise the Sunday arena limit again, or fill it again, so that they have to raise it again from back in the day. And so spread the word. So Cape going up top, barely takes out Titus. Flood going. Paradise needs to aim that just a little bit higher. Ease gets knocked out by Sk8. So Sk8 realizing that Ease was close to 9. Hurricane with his first 2 for Flood taking out Sk8. But Sk8 did his job and realized that Ease was on 9, and it's important to take out the 9s. It doesn't matter about anything else until you take out the 9s, because if that 9 results in an assist or a direct kill on you, that means that's all because you guys did not it's your fault, your squad's fault for not realizing the situation. So it's important to have teammates or squad mates to call out chords and stats and deaths and targets and all that. So that kind of what you need as part of a championship team. So if you're a team that takes it all serious, everything's quiet, you're not going to win. Despite even if you have top quality players. So right now you're looking at a standoff, 5-on-4. The edges for dicE. Sk8, Hurricane, and Cape expecting big things from them. Switching the camera angles over back to Sk8 just to kind of give fair camera time. Titus gets taken up by Sk8. Sk8 is doing a great job right now, bulleting, just kind of setting position. Hurricane, not sure what happened, gets taken up by Cape. I don't know what he was thinking. If you're on 9, you do not want to be anywhere near wall, or anywhere close to dying. So Euphoria gets taken out by Raples shortly after that and dies out, along with Paradise is frantically struggling, so he's probably gonna die in a bit. Oh, Rapel's chokes and misfires completely. Will Flood do the same thing? No, Flood finishes the job. Okay, so great job by Flood, taking care of what's expected. So Makatsu being the one of the few dices left, along with Paradise, 47, 43, Sk8's advantage. It all unraveled really close to the end. I mean, I thought dicE was gonna make a comeback just because a couple twofers and momentum shifting changes or kills, but somehow Sk8 holds on. Sk8 does have a lot more experience on the court at the moment, so it's not fair for dicE, but it is what it is. And Paradise doing what he can, taking out Flood for getting too greedy, and Paradise to die now to Turban. So you're seeing the game coming to an end. It was a really exciting game, a lot of action. Makatsu trying his last effort, fires, and dies out to Flood. So it was a really exciting game. A lot of people going in. This is what happens when you have two championship caliber squads or potential squads that are coming at each other. It makes for an exciting game. And if you want to be on FaceTime or if you want props, be aggressive, be more aggressive. Take the chance and try to carry and create highlights. So usual way, usual pay. So if you want to kind of evolve your game, so to speak, kind of like all these top grade players, you got to find something and be aggressive and just make it happen, or have really good radar range. So one of the two, or maybe or find a niche. So if you're not like that, then you can be someone who assists and follows up or something. So there we go. Turban, rightfully so, takes MVP, gets the finishing blow, and here we go. So gonna pan over to Waven really quick, and that's it for that. And I wanted to get Waven's comments or thoughts for post game. Definitely want to try to include the community instead of doing it all myself. I want to just kind of incorporate people's thoughts, people's ideas, and what people kind of predict going forward with Trench War, since we're all playing, so it benefits getting everyone involved. And yeah, so just kind of read on and see what Waven and I talk about. Definitely stay for the end if it's I definitely get Waven before we end. It's pretty hilarious, and spread it to everybody okay, spread that section or time limit to everybody because it's one for the history books. So okay, so I'm gonna find you guys for guest features after, so always kind of pay attention to the game if you can. And if you want, let me know if you want to do a guest feature after. Just your qualifications is you have to at least have a TWL title in some league in order to commentate or to analyze. Okay, so guys, so enjoy the rest of it. And this is Fire with another TWLJ broadcast between dicE versus Sk8. Hope you guys liked it. And until next time, FF out.